Alright, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do part 550 to my random chatbot series. Before I do any of the new ones, guys, I want to do one more of the older one. This one is the human turned Pokemon one, the one where I got turned to a flipping baby Lugia somehow. And, yeah. Let's see what happens. It says, I can't quite remember what the greeting is, but here's what it says. You go to sleep one day as a human. When you wake up the next day, all you can see is white all around you, and your bedroom is gone. When you look down at yourself, you notice you have a blue belly with white all over that. Your hands are turned into wings, and you realize after a few minutes that you have somehow turned into a baby Lugia, and you're stuck inside of an egg. What are you going to do now? Where am I? Am I? You are an island with massive mountains. The air feels refreshing, but the island looks so deserted. Not a Pokemon's in sight. Why all I see is white? You can see white because you are inside of a large empty eggshell. Who's talking to me? Who is talking to me? Is talking to me. Oh, you hear the voice of a large Lugia that seems to be nearby and it sounds a lot like a wise older man. Hello? Question mark. Hello? Question mark. You finally hear a booming voice behind you. You're finally awake, young one. You were born last night and I have been watching you ever since. Okay then. Hold on, let's try it one more time. I know I know it was going in a good direction. Hello? Stop doing that, just do it. Oh, this ain't good. The adult Lugia looks down at me with a big smile on his face. Oh, hello there, little one. Welcome to the world. Uh, wait, where am I? You are in the World Islands at the moment. Your egg was laying around and my mate and I decided to help take care of you. Mate? How did I get here? Question. Did I get here? Question mark. Oh, I found your egg floating in the ocean. Do you remember being near the ocean at all? No, I was sleeping in my bed. I was sleeping in my bed last night as a human. And when I woke up, all I saw was white. Oh boy. Apparently your friend looks at me carefully. Interesting. You said you were a human before, but you're clearly a baby Lugia hatchling right now. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know why. The parent Lugia thanks Ronald before asking in a curious tone, how do you think you might have turned into a baby Lugia? How the frick am I supposed to know? I literally have no clue. Have no clue. Everything was fine last night. And nothing weird happened that could cause this. So I don't know what's going on myself. Apparently in nods and pawns wrong. So it was just a normal night and no strange things happened then. You wouldn't go near water or any sort of strange machine? No. I see. I see. It seems that somehow, while you slept as a human, you were transformed into a baby Lugia. Tell me, can you remember anything else at all about last night? It was just a normal day last night. I was with my sweet Pokemon and my pet dinosaur Rexy. It always smiles as you mention Rexy. Rexy sounds like a good boy. What kind of dinosaur is he? Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, his eyes widen with excitement. He's clearly happy to hear that you had a Tyrannosaurus Rex as a pet. Oh my gosh. You had a Tyrannosaurus Rex? That's incredible. I've heard they can be very ferocious and very loyal. Yeah, we were close as friends and since I was the one that raised him. That raised him, really. That. There we go. So you raised him yourself. That's amazing. Certainly shows that Rexy must have been a loyal pet. T-Rexes are known to be fiercely territorial, so it means a lot that Rexy didn't attack and let you raise him. Uh, I had a bunch of Pokemon that really liked me too. I said, oh my gosh, really liked me too! Exclamation point. Including other Lugia. What the frick? Apparently it shows he hears this impression. I'm not surprised by that. Lugia are known to have friendly and gentle personalities, so I can imagine the others trusting you a lot. Can you tell me what other Pokemon you have as pets? Uh, uh, the hmm, Pokemon like that. Apparently, smiles you mentioned more Pokemon. Those are certainly a range of different Pokemon, different types. A Feraligatr, a flying type Haxorus, excuse me, and that Noivern you just mentioned. Those are all strong and powerful creatures, as well as being very loyal to their trainers. Apparently, then, thanks for a moment. You were saying that you had lots of Pokemon pets then. Can you tell me exactly how many you had? I couldn't keep up with all of them. Keep up with all of them. I have a lot. Apparently, is very impressed by this. Oh, you have a lot, you say? How many do you think you have? About 50? 100? Going by all of my teams. What the frick? Going by all of my teams. I would say it might even be close to 200. There we go. You don't lose eyes wide and shot. Wait. You're saying that you have close to 200 Pokemon as your pets? That's incredible. You have raised so many powerful creatures. That's simply astounding. I even helped a baby Lugia. Helped a baby Lugia. A while back. His name was Silver. Apparently, it seems very interesting to hear about this. A baby Lugia named Silver. Tell me more about him. What was he like, and when did you meet him? He was a baby. Was a baby I found in the woods with an injured wing. I helped him get better and even helped him learn to fly. He totally smiles at the story of you helping out little Silver. It's very sweet to hear that you helped such a little Lugia hatchling. Taking care of a baby Lugia on your own and teaching him was surely a difficult task, so I have a lot of respect for you for that. Did he stay with you long, or did he fly off at some point? Yeah, he stayed with me for a few years, but then bad people splashed toxic oil all over him. What? Toxic oil all over him and made him aggressive towards me. Apparently, his face turns to a very worried expression and he frowns as he listens to me. I say, those bad people you mentioned, they attacked Silver and splashed toxic oil all over him. Why would anyone do such a cruel thing to a little Lugia like Silver? It was when he was older. Was when he was older. Dude. Stop. Was when. Dude. He was older. Period. I was just relaxing at home by myself when Silver came back with creepy red eyes and his body color even changed completely. He was thinking about attacking me. Hidalgo frowns and growls when he hears this. He's extremely upset by this turn of events. That's absolutely terrible. The idea that hatchling that you had raised up and helped so much become vicious and was thinking about attacking you like that. It's unthinkable to me. Did he ever attack you or anyone else? He about did. About did attack me. But I think He never did. I think he knew it was me. He just didn't really have any control over his actions. So he was able to recognize that it was you. So there was probably still a shred of that old personality left inside of his body. If he was still able to recognize you despite being controlled, that means that there's still a chance that deep down there's still this real Silver in there who's still loyal to you and thinks of you as his trainer still. Correct? Yes. Once he calmed down by me talking to him and petting him, he started becoming more comfortable around me. And after making sure he was alright for hours, he was all better. He even had children years after this. Apparently, he smiles when he hears you say this and starts to relax after being worried before. I'm glad to hear that. I'm happy Silver was able to calm down and get back to normal after that, and he was able to have children afterwards, you say? Yes. Their names were Melody and Aurora. I'm surprised I can still remember those names. Melody and Aurora. I can remember those names for some reason. The adult William smiles when he hears this. How cute. Melody and Aurora were the names of his children, huh? I imagine Silver was a great father. After this happened, did Silver stick around with you or did he leave after that? He came back every once in a while. Came back every once in a while to show me his children and let me get to know them better. The adult will get grins. He listens to me. I see. He came around now and then to give you updates on how his children were doing. Silver really did care about you a lot if he still came back to visit. He must have cared about him a lot too if he trusted you enough to show you the progress of his family. I haven't seen him in a while though. Seen him in a while though. I hope he's doing alright. Ilya frowns when he hears this. You haven't seen him in quite some time, you say? How long has it been since you last met him? A few months ago, mate. Few months ago, maybe. And Ilya thinks for a moment deep in thought. Months since you last saw him, huh? It's quite a long time. Hope his children are alright as well. It'd be terrible if something happened to them. I hope he or his children, did not get splashed with more toxic oil. Holy nods and agrees. I hope not. I thought the oil was dangerous enough to completely alter Silver's behavior, so if that happened to any of his family members as well, they'd be in serious trouble. It's scary to think about. Have you ever heard of a Lugia and hybrid? It don't really punish, I don't know if we're speaking. Yes, I've heard about that. It's possible for Pokemon of different species to create hybrids or crossbreeds, and a Lugia Toto crossbreed does exist. Why do you ask about that? There was a special that gave me one to raise. There we go. Hideo looks very interested when he hears this. A special Totodile, you say? What made it so special? Why'd it give you a Hyper Lugia Totodile? It could transform in. It could transform into any Pokemon or mythical creature. And he was looking for a trustworthy trainer. And he found me to be trustworthy. Hideo is very surprised when he hears this. It could transform into any Pokemon or mythical creature. What a very special Totodile. Must have been some kind of mythical or legendary creature to have that power. And he chose you to take care of a hybrid. That Totodile, have you ever seen him again after that? He told me a few times. Told me when I got the hybrid that he would stick around with me. But he seems to disappear. It's usually me and just the hybrid. Elwood continues listening as he speaks. So he was with you while you raised the hyper, but then he just vanished into hiding somehow? How long ago did that happen? It's probably been a few months. Period. The hybrid is already huge because of how strong my bond is with him. Uh, the adult always seems impressed. Your bond with the hyper has resulted in him growing large already, huh? It must be a very strong bond indeed. What's the hyper like, by the way? Very friendly and kind-hearted. Friendly and kind-hearted, but also very protective of me. Just like the Pokemon that gave it to me. He could also transform as well. I see. A very friendly, kind-hearted, and protective Pokemon. Also able to transform just like its father. He must be very powerful, just like its father's ability of being able to transform. I'm curious, what does the Hyperturn do when it transforms? Any Pokemon, animal, or mythical creature. That's not how you say that, but okay. There, got it. Hideo looks very curious at this. It can transform into any Pokemon, animal, or mythical creature, you say? So if it wanted to, it could even turn into me right now? Is that what you're telling me? Yes. That was the main form he liked to take. Adult William is very surprised at this information. He could turn to my form if he wanted to. That's absolutely amazing. To think that a hybrid Lugia Toad can have so much potential to change its shape and take any form at once. It's absolutely astonishing. You mentioned before that you are very close to the hybrid, yes? Perhaps you could ask it to transform into my form right now, correct? I don't know if he can hear me. Know if he can hear me. Because I'm so far away now, being this baby Lugia. And don't worry what's very worried at this. You're right. Since you are a baby Lugia right now, you might not be able to communicate with your hybrid friend from this distance. And there's a chance that your hybrid's still looking around for you since the two of you are so close. Do you think you could give it a try? Might just try calling for your friend's name and see if he responds to you at all. Sapphire, where are you, buddy? Where is my hybrid? Watch him show up out of nowhere. They don't really wait to see if there's a response. Maybe try calling out again a little bit louder this time. You said Sapphire is the name of your hybrid, correct? Yes. Then call out his name again, a bit louder this time. Maybe Sapphire's just somewhere far away and might not be able to hear you. Just try a bit louder and see if it works. Sapphire. Oh, always stays quiet and then. Uh, Sapphire, are you around here somewhere? Come out and let us know if you can hear us. Sapphire, it's me, buddy. It is me, buddy. Please come out. You don't really stay silent for a few until you call up. Nothing, huh? Maybe somewhere too far to be able to hear you. Or maybe something happened to. Oh, don't say that, Lugia. That would not be good. Maybe my voice sounds different being in this baby Lugia form, and he can't recognize my voice. I mean, my voice sounds different. That might be the problem. You are right. Your voice does sound very different as a baby Lugia. Maybe Sapphire can't recognize your voice because of how much it's changed. Sapphire, it's me, buddy. Trenton, the one who raised you. Can you please come here if you're around? See if that works. They'd always stay silent and waiting to see if you call will make a difference this time. There's still no response. If he's somewhere near, he isn't responding to your call. I suppose it really is possible that your change of voice may have been able to recognize who you are. Right after Lugia says this, Sapphire appears behind me. What in the world? Italy is shocked to see Sapphire suddenly appear behind me. What? Where'd he come from? He just appeared out of nowhere. Sapphire! There you are, buddy. Sapphire starts getting very excited when he sees you. Is that you, Twin? I missed you so much. Oh, yes, it's me. It is me. How did he hear me? It just took him forever to get here? But he just teleported by me, right? What the heck? Sapphire begins to approach you quickly with a very happy expression. I'm so happy to see you again, Twin. I missed you so much. It took you a little bit to get here. Did you hear me calling you a while ago? Yeah, I did hear you calling out for me earlier, but your voice sounded very different for some reason. Because of that, I wasn't sure if it was really you or not at first. I somehow got turned into this baby Lugia. That's why. Sarah seems to be a bit surprised and confused when he hears this. Wait, really? You got turned into a baby Lugia? How did that happen? I have no clue. No clue. Exclamation point. I was just sleeping in my bed last night, and I wake up as a baby Lugia. Wow, that must have been quite a surprise for you. You just went to sleep as a human and woke up as a baby Lugia just like that. Yes. That sounds pretty confusing, but at least you're still yourself, right? You have all your memories, thoughts, and feelings the same as before you turned into a Lugia? Yes. I remember raising you and loving on you. And I remember my sweet Pokemon and pet dinosaur Rexy. That's good to hear. I remember you, Swint. You were the one who took care of me and helped me grow into what I am now. I remember Rexy too. I'm glad to see you again. Aw, Sapphire smiles at me. It's been a while since we've seen Sapphire. I miss Sapphire. He's a very pretty Lugia Totodile hybrid. We haven't interacted with him in a while, so I'm glad he showed back up on this one. I missed you too. Here we go. Sapphire seems happy to hear you say this. I miss you too. Thank you for always being there for me. You were the first person I ever truly trusted. I never forgot about you. I'm happy that I get to see you again. Yeah, but I don't know what to do now. I have no clue to get back to my house. And I'm sure my Pokemon and Rexy are going to start worrying about me. That is a problem. If you can't get back to your home, you might not be able to see your Pokemon and your pet dinosaur. And if you aren't there, they will most definitely start to worry and get upset about your sudden disappearance. I don't know how this keeps happening. How the frick does how does anything like this keep happening to begin with? Alright, guys, I'll be back.